Hey there, lads and lasses. This here, of course, is Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a. Oh, God, what day is it? It's a Wednesday afternoon. Normally, we start the stream at noontime, but we were at Kachi's school today registering him for his freshman year of high school. So things got set back a little bit, but it is a little bit past 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and now we can do a little bit of Generations Minecraft server. Today we'll be in the Survival 5 world. So without further delay, let us jump into there and let's get right on down to work here. Gaston! Hey there, buddy. Let's get used to doing this. Let's normalize this kind of behavior, shall we? I think I have to do this. So let's just carry those with me. We'll go like this. And we'll maybe grab that. We'll go like this. Okay, we'll take our little buddy out for a spin here. Well, our not so little buddy. I wonder, did I get that? No, I didn't. I lost that lead, didn't I? It's down there on the ground, huh? Let's see. Still, how do you go down with the ghast? Oh, that's right. I just W, but I point downward. Okay, I picked it up. Great. Now we go back up. Okay, the idea is to use the ghast, but I also want to show off what we did last, what we were working on. And that's over here. Okay, so we started the upper level, the topmost level, capping off the Chamber of Commerce. See, this is what I love about the Happy Ghast. Look, we've got ourselves a Skycam now. We can just hover around our build. So what we had decided is to put an upper level on this and to have this be the final level and to take our long-suffering reserve villagers here and get them out of their open air. I'm not going to call them pens, but we'll call them cobblestone reserve areas. Not very humane, yeah. We'll take them out of there and we'll move them up here into their penthouse suite in the sky. That's what we'll do. So the idea is we'll make this multi-level arch type of shape this way. And last night while I was struggling with insomnia, lying awake, I was thinking, you know what? We maybe put a dome on top of this somehow. We'll get this kind of semi-ellipsoid into place here like this, and then maybe we'll intersect a dome in the top and the middle. I planned on having a dome for this one, but like I said in earlier streams, let's go upward here, buddy. Should we ever get more guests on and have to add another level on, just having this flat roof like this will make it easier to strip this down and add another layer onto it. So that's the reason why I didn't put a dome here. I just made this kind of structure here, this slightly raised skylight there. And so, but that leaves this open for a dome. So we may wind up putting a dome in here of sorts. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I do know that I want the semi-ellipsoid here. I know I do want that. And it's not going to exactly be an ellipsoid. This over here, the water shafts on either side, that's going to make an interesting cross-sectional or intersectional kind of shape there. We'll see what we have, what we can come up with for that. But I'm thinking this is This is what I want to do here. So we have some of this in place already. And I'm just sketching it in with dirt, as I always do. We did put the floor in place, but, you know, we may change out some of the palette for the floor. I know I want it to mainly be jungle wood, so it will match, you know, the... Gonna have to get used to that. The palette of the rest of the build. But we'll still go with the black and the gray stained glass. We'll still go with that. Hey, welcome on in, Sage. You all can see up there the auto shout out there for the real foolish one himself. How are you doing today, sir? So, yeah, this is, we'll proceed on this today. So let's go over and park our friend here. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think Shut Mountain might be right in, you know, with our original intent, just to park them up here on the roof. I think we should really do that. Although I do really enjoy seeing them outside my window here. I really do like that. But as much as I do like that, I think parking them on the roof really is the way to go. Wow, this is very difficult to do. So I'm thinking we should just go with that. And I'll probably go back and forth between this. I'm going to then say, nah, I don't know, I don't want them on the roof. Let's put them outside my balcony like I had them before. And I'll probably just keep doing this. Can I get... I think he's as far down as he can get. Okay. Oh, no. See, this is a problem. Okay, yeah, come on back. Come on back. There, I got him. Okay. All right, like that. So you have to hitch him first. And see, what I'm thinking is I can just put a barrel here, right? And I can keep the snowballs and the leads inside the barrel. I think that's the way to go. I really do. I have partaken in some adult beverages. Oh, nice. So I might be a more fool than Sage at the moment. No objections here, my friend. No objections here. Let's see here. Let's head into the hotel room. See if I have any spare barrels hanging around. I mean, I do have that barrel there. Spare chests. No. All right, well, let's just fly down. Well, it's nighttime. We need to sleep. We'll fly on down into the depot. The depot is going to need a gassed hitching post in it somewhere. And on a school night. Truly foolish behavior. Here we go. Where would I have either A barrel, or B, the fixins to craft a barrel? That's probably over here somewhere. Let's just take a quick look here. We can do that with that kind of stuff. And then we need some slabs. right? We have a slab. I'll tell you what, let's just do this temporarily to give ourselves a little bit of crafting room. Let's just come on over to here. Should have a crafting bench, yeah, right here. Gets good. We will then do this. And then we'll go over here and we'll type barrel like that. We'll go make ourselves a number of barrels. Back over here, we cover our dirt. Planks, yeah, that kind of stuff. Okay, we're good. I'm now imagining the Zeppelin docks at the Empire State Building and such. Yeah. Yeah, right there with me, Sage. Right there, as usual. Yeah, so what to do here? So, you know, that does kind of give us a use for this big open space if you think about it, right? I mean, we could put down a number of fence posts in a really cool kind of arrangement here along the circle. And you could just jump up on here like this, get on your ghast, and off you go. I think that would be really cool. Ow. Look. Let's do that. See, I'm thinking. And, you know, I'm just spitballing here. But I want to face him down. There, like that. And then I'm thinking we could just load this up with leads and snowballs. Like this. I did put all the spare snowballs right in here. And then we can reset the glass here the way that we had it previously. Hawk, I love this place. I say this every time I log on to Generations, but I really do love this place. I did load up some of the mods, some of the data packs and mods and stuff. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. Let's do some stuff like this for now. Let's head on over next door. Look at that dude. That looks so cool. I am so happy about the happy ghast. All right, so here we are. Now, it is a new month of August, and we do have a video redeem prepared. I have yet to upload it, though, so we do need to do that. Let's... that should be available by Friday. I'm duplicating this one here. 3, 2 horizontal, and then what do we got? 5 horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is that sad? Oh, that's sad because it's not ready yet. Yes, okay. There is a new one. It just hasn't been uploaded yet. It will be. Like this. By Friday stream. Should be available then. It is, but isn't. Oh, okay. All right. That's right. More foolish than Sage. Right. You gotta remember that. Okay, this is supposed to be 3 of these. I thought this was a little bit on the low side. Friday's stream will be Buffooncraft SMP, and good lord, do I have something so very cool to show you guys. You guys, all of you. Like this. I think I can get the rest of this. Yes. You can always watch the VOD if you're not able to attend, but I do encourage attendance on Friday. I get something so cool to show you guys. To show all of you. I'm very, very satisfied with the outcome of my efforts as of late. Look at Gaston up there. I love this. So cool. So very, very cool. Okay, there we go with that. That kind of look there. All right, that arch is kind of shallow, but it's not that bad. And then this is what, 2? Okay, all right, this is like one less square than those. Got it. So we'll do this, and then something like this. Something like that. Like that. Let me see, do I want that over that beam though, or do I want it in by 1 block? I think I want it in by 1 block, right? Well, no, it is right on the very corner of this beam. That does cut in like that. Okay. Maybe we can make some sort of interesting feature out of that. I'll try to do something like that. Yes, a Friday stream in Buffooncraft. I've gone and done some very, very satisfying problem solving. That doesn't happen that often, so when it does, it's cause for a little celebration. Okay, that's good. All right, we have this and this. Thusle. All right, so I'm thinking these should be copper features. Right. I'm thinking these should be copper features. Now, I'm not certain that this should be entirely glass throughout. But let's start by rendering these in with the copper. We'll do that. And I'm not exactly sure what combination of stairs and slabs and things like that we should try. So we're going to have to work that stuff a little bit. But you can see we have plenty of copper with which to work. So let's do that. Let's get some stairs of waxed oxidized copper. And again, we'll carry the honeycomb around with us here just to be certain. Whoa, these are all chock full right to the tippity top. All right, we can do something, a little something like that. Okay, it looks like we can get rid of this rain. And it's nice, since we're up high enough above the zombies, our consumer protection agents down below, we can actually sleep at the Chamber of Commerce. We haven't been able to do that since this structure went up. Oh, so many years ago. Yes, folks, it's been years. Okay, now these are solid, this kind of block O copper. So let's go with a different kind, just to mix things up a bit. Now we have this cut copper stuff here, and we have the waxed copper bulbs. And you know what? The waxed copper bulbs are a little bit more decorative. And I'm thinking... the waxed copper bulbs might be able to go here. Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's do this. What is the kind of wax cut copper? See, let's just lay these out so we can have a look here. We do have that kind of stuff. I think that's what I want there. Oh, we have the chiseled copper too. What does that look like? Oh yeah. These. All right, these have to be the chiseled copper. Absolutely. So let's do that. If I know my cupric bits, and I think I do, then we're going to need 2 slabs in order to craft these. We might be able to craft them on the stone cutter, though. All right, we're going to need that chiseled copper, though. That chiseled copper is definitely going to go there because it is more ornate. Let's do... Oh, I still don't have my inventory sort yet, though. That isn't ready. Here's the chiseled copper right here. So let's go put this into place like this. We'll let this oxidize a little bit, and then we'll pin it by waxing it and get the level of oxidation. Why do I struggle to say that? I can speak English. Oxidation that we desire. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, like that. Right. Great. Now, this is waxed, so I'm going to have to strip the wax off because I do want it to be oxidized to various degrees. So the thing is to let it fully oxidize, use the hatchet to strip some of it away, and then pin it with the wax, right, when we get it where we want it. Let's load that back up. Let's run around a bit, and we'll do this kind of a thing. Good. Yeah, it just takes one whack there, Thunder. There you go. And we'll run a boat, and we'll do this side over here. Okay, this is a little weird. Oh, but this side dips in a little bit on the other. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now this side is. Oh, we haven't done this yet. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that one fully oxidized. I don't know. Let's get that one partially oxidized. Like that. There we go. Okay, these other ones, we'll let them do their thing for a little bit. And this is the stuff I want to try now. I think I know how I want this to go. So we need the cut copper. So I'm thinking we do something like this. And again, most of this stuff is probably waxed, so all right, so let's lay it all out first, and then we'll see about oxidation levels and wax and all of that stuff. See, I feel it kind of goes well with the jungle wood, so could eat. Okay, right. Let's get the honeycomb in the offhand, because we could do this kind of thing. I think. No, we can't. All right. Fine. That's weird, because when I give it one whack, I really don't notice the difference between the fully oxidized and the partially oxidized like that. It just kind of looks the same to me. I think that looks better. It kind of looks like a gradient, right? I think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to let that one oxidize a little more, maybe? I don't know. Let's try that for some of these. Yeah, and you can change it up a bit with supports. Yeah. Yeah, that one I really don't like. You know what I can do? I can just switch these. So I can put the less exposed one there and the slightly more exposed one there. I can just switch them up a little bit like that. Okay, great. Like this. And then do a little bit of that kind of thing. Normally I wouldn't like to make them all the same like this, but I'm mixing some of them up. Like that one I could do that with. And maybe even something like that, right? Just to change things up a bit. Yeah, like these, I'd like to switch these around a little bit more. Like that. And then some of these, I need to look at them. That one's pretty much set. Some of these will oxidize more than others. So let's have a butcher. Okay, we're good there. We're good there. Right. Wow. That one oxidized quite quickly. That has a ways to go, as does that. Okay, fine, whatever. This, I need to fix this a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Let's let it oxidize a little. Okay, a couple of things to think about here. I want to be able to fly in and out of here. So in the features of these walls and domes and stuff like that, there must be the capacity, there must remain the capacity for just flying along here and then just being able to fly on in like this. Either on these end features here or these features here in the middle. I'm not really certain. I might fly off to bed. Perfectly understandable, sir, if that's the case. All right. See you around, my dude. Have yourself a good rest, Sage. I am quite pleased that you're employed once more, but I have to say, I do miss you. I do miss you. Pros and cons, yep, indeed. All right, let's do a little bit of this. I think I'm just going to go and lay out this. Let's just do that in copper first. I'm already thinking stairs, slabs. How should we, smooth out this curve and stuff? You know what? Let's just get the curve in place first. Let's just do that. And I think the best way to do this is to have the fully waxed, oxidized copper, and then we could just use the hatchet to dial it in. I think that's the best way to do it. Right? So we can just do something like that. And we'll get all these features down here first. And then we'll just climb up on one, and I think we can kind of jump right across or pillar across or something like that. We'll figure out something. To get those top features. Right. That's what. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to reach those from down here. So we'll have to climb up there and do that. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, that's good. Right there. And as I said earlier, we'll just dial in the level of oxidation there on each one of these edges. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll get that when we get up there. Right. Okay, looking good. Okay. All right, let's get these features in here. And I think we left quite a bit of this out because we weren't able to reach it. Yeah, I don't think I can quite reach that, so we'll have to get it when we're up there. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Hands, please. Like that. There we go. Another one where I don't think it can fit. All right, so we'll just do that. And we need one right here, one right here. We need two right here. We can pull these away. Then what I'm thinking is we can just climb up top and then just go right down the middle and put in these other features. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's supposed to have a third one right here. And then a double right here. Okay, that's looking good. Sun. Let's get over here. But we need the cut copper, do we not? But we can do some sleeping too while we're down here. In our peaceful little Generations 5 survival world, for which I have grown so fond. We needed more copper. More of the cut copper. That's what we needed. And one of these waxed oxidized. Well, what do you know? Can I get the cut copper on the stone cutter? Chisel copper. Yes, I can. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, that's convenient. Go like this. It's a little too aggressive. Okay. Now, one of the things I did want to check, I know that this is not symmetrical right now. It's just sketched in with dirt. But I did want to see what this is going to look like with some sort of cross perpendicular feature going over it. So let's do a little bit of that. I'll go over and say hi to Gaston. Maybe right about. Is that enough? Yeah. Oh, nice throw. Okay, yeah, it's not symmetrical because I was just, using dirt for scaffolding, but I'll give you a kind of an idea what's going on there. Thinking maybe the dome would stretch between these two features right here, and that would intersect it. Maybe something like that. But we'll have to see what happens. I do like it a lot, though. I'm thinking maybe this gradient should carry up more through these beams, through these arches. And as far as the arches themselves go, I don't think I should, like, make the curve of those arches more gentle, at least not on the outside. Maybe on the inside? One of the things I did want to do at the same time was to look at the copper bulbs and see if there's any place in here in which I would like to use those. No, I think I'm good. But already I'm seeing a use for the stairs. Yeah. Right away I'm seeing something I want to do with this, with the copper stairs. So let's try this. Because and let me show you what I'm thinking here. Or maybe that's a tad aggressive. Maybe we'll do slabs here on that particular part. And do the stairs here like this. Wax cut copper slab. I think that's what I want there. Oh, I forgot about that. That kind of effect. Yeah. So I would have to do stairs on both of these to make this look like that. All right, let's see what it's gonna look like. Fine. And should be 3 and oh, yeah, that's the, no, and I'm completely off. Okay, bear with me. Let me get my brain working properly here. Yeah, I thought these were spaced a little bit further apart than they're supposed to be. Yeah, this is the feature that I want to use here. And that means taking this like right in here. Like that. And doing that kind of a thing with it. There, that's see? This is what I'm talking about. And now, do I have any of that black glass? I should. Here we go, like this. And I'm wondering. Now, I may do something decorative with the floor there, we'll see. But I'm wondering, like, should we just go with that kind of thing right there, right off the bat? Oh. All right. I totally get it. Pitch it a little higher. So I'm thinking right away we do something like that. Just right off the bat. It does look a little low. So maybe, let me see, the bottom features are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. That's only 3 tall. So, yeah. Got an idea, though. I've got an idea. Something I want to try with that curve, with the curve of those arches. So, yeah, let's do this. I'm going to bring this up like this. All right, so I'm going to go there. Now see how we have this gentle curve here where it goes 1, 2, and then it goes single, single, 2 horizontal, and then across like that. What if we have this, but in order to change the heights, we only change the heights of these bottom columns? So, but you know what? That means these won't stagger in height, though. Or will they? Let's try it out. So that would go there. And this would go here like this. And this would go here like this. All right. And right. And that would come down there like that. Now see, this feature now would be wider on the top, which is, it's okay. Totally okay. And so I'm thinking on doing this with all 3 of these. Let's do the sleeping thing. We'll correct the arch. We'll arches. Well, I wouldn't say correct them, but let's try something a little different with them, and then we'll see how that looks. Okay. Hands, please. Trying to get right up in there. There we go. Okay, so this is 3 here, like this. That's only 2. So 1, 2, over 2 like that, and we have 3 like this. So we get that kind of a thing. And then this one will do largely the same thing. Now, this is 5 tall here, and then it goes 3 and 2. I kind of like that. We've got a Fibonacci thing here with 2, 3, 5, right? So I guess that'll be okay. And then we're going to have to climb up there for that other bit. Right. Well, let's try it out. I gotta think more spacious, right? I mean, okay, so 1, 2, right? And then we've gotten ourselves 1, 2, and then that one there, like this, and then this heads across like this. Okay, we try this, and then we come over here and we try kind of the same thing. Not kind of the same thing. We try the exact same thing. Like this. You see, then that gives us this feature here like we have all the way down. It kind of ties things in a little bit better, I think. Or I'm hoping it's going to do that. I might change something here, but we'll see. Oh, did this side not? I could have done this wrong. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. With this like this, and then this one like this. Then I'll have to get up there and fix that. All right, let's do that. Yeah, see, that also needs to be fixed right there. One, two, that would have to be moved out. I should just climb up here and do this, though. From the top, instead of working from down here. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Much like that. All right, so what's... Okay, my idea for this was to come across here with the stairs. A not upside down button. Place. Like that. All right. We'll put that one there. We'll put this one here like that. That one there. Let's get on the back side of this. That one. We'll put one here and remove those two. Put one right here. And remove this and this. We'll put another one right there, and another one right there, and remove this. Okay, now we're going to then continue this down on over to there. Like that. Okay, so you can see we've raised this middle portion up quite a bit. Just like that. All right, and again, I'm thinking some sort of dome on top of that, maybe? Integrated in the shape somehow. And then Boa Cars, hey, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm just about to take my 3-minute break. There you should be able to see the shout out for Boa Cars up there in the chat. Please drop by and pay him a visit the next time he's streaming. You'll not be disappointed. Modded Minecrafter, creative, Axiom user. Very smart Minecraft builder, that guy. Could learn a lot from him. We all could. Oh, no problem. I just woke up from a 3... Oh, you lucky so-and-so. I've been out on the road all day. My nap comes after the stream is done. Okay, I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break. I will run some ads so I can disable the pre-roll for those of you who will be joining in after that. And I'll be right back. Hey there. Welcome back. Okay, yeah, we're in standing mode. We're back here for the second half. Let's switch on over to the display scene. We'll log back onto the server. And yeah, there's where we left off. Okay, let's see what Bo had typed over here. Let me see. Playing on a new season of Myth Render. Mankey Hinster's SMP. Was Hawker's Craft and had a rebranding. Okay, cool. Very modded tech mod-wise. Oh, okay. With create functions. You know, create's something I really got to try more of. And more. I am not used to these. Yeah, you and I both. I will be participating vicariously through you there, sir. Calls it a builder's paradise. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely have to check out those streams the next time you're streaming that kind of stuff. All right. Yeah. So this is what we're doing here. And one of the things that's throwing me off a little bit is the center of the Chamber of Commerce is in no way whatsoever lined with the center of the of the hotel by design. And so I keep thinking, yeah, okay, I'm over here. Why does it look off center? Yeah, I gotta. It's okay, Thunder. It's okay. Just right there is right where it should be, right there. I see why people don't stream the building side of these mods much. Lots of learning and focus involved. Yeah. Yeah, you know, now that you mention it. Yeah, I really don't see a lot of streams about that. And that's probably why. Learning curve is probably great. That way, figure it out all beforehand and then make a video, right? Okay, so we're good here. We need to now bring this, make this a little more symmetrical here. Let me see, that's 3 vertical, 1, and then 2 horizontal. So we need to correct this. Well, again, I wouldn't say correct it. It wasn't wrong before, it's just we like this other way better. We do that. So we get 3. How did that stair piece get in there? I don't remember putting that there. And then we do 1 there, 1 there. We'll knock these 2 off. And we'll do this. And then that's a little too much right there. We're doing that. All right, let's jump down. We'll do the sleeping thing once more. Bo, you've probably told me this before, and if so, forgive me. But where's your general location? Again, you know, please don't dox yourself. But you know, you've probably told me. I think you're in Central, the time zone wise. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Georgia. Ah, there we go. Moving to South Carolina in a couple months. Oh, cool. 3, 1, 1, 2 horizontal. 3, 1, 1, 2 horizontal like that, and then right across the top. All right. All right. Look at Gaston over there. That's so cool. Okay, and again, you know, I'll set the oxidation on these when I get a little bit more settled on how I want this to look. So I'm very tempted to just go glass right across the top of this, but I don't know. I think that's a little too obvious. There'll certainly be some glass. We'll take advantage of that. But at least we've determined this much. At least we have determined this much. We know we're doing this. This worked out quite well. Let's get up there. We'll put our stair bits across here. And again, you know, do I want these to be copper across here? Because it might be just a little bit too much with the copper. Like the stair units here, do they necessarily need to be copper all the way across? I think we're going to wind up doing too much with the copper. What are our alternatives? Before we go laying the stairs across there, now this might totally change when we put the dome on top of this. We may have some other kind of feature here. We could continue with the diorite up here. Oh look, we made an endermite up there. Let me see. Yeah, but what kind of feature should I have going across there? Well, if we have... let me see, the oxidized copper, that greenish blue, that's kind of like a cyan teal kind of color. So a light green blue would suggest a dark red to offset that. Like, almost like netherrack. But color palette wise, I had not thought that through. We have the basalt that we could work with, but I don't know, we can't really make stairs and slabs out of that. We do have the stone, we do have the jungle wood. There is that to think of. But I think we need something more than copper and glass up there. Jungle wood for the floor. And we do have the different tones of copper. We do have that. So again, I want to stay away from the orange kind of stuff because we'll have the unoxidized copper. So that'll take care of some of the orangey parts of the palette. And it's a little bit close to the jungle wood anyway, so we do have that. So I wonder if we should continue with... we also have the stone bricks that we can use as well. But I think if I go gray with that, it's going to blend in with the glass a little too much. Boy, you know, I hadn't thought this through, actually. Come on, boy. Come on down here. Come on down. That's right. There you go. You could get here. Oh, no, no, no. I keep forgetting that. No, 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 no. Come back. It's okay. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just I'm not mean, I'm just dumb. There we go. Besides, if you're just joining the stream, this will give you a little bit of a view of kind of what we're doing. Well, you know, there is the blue from the water. We do have the emeralds, but the emeralds I like to leave as those little accents. It's kind of nice. This is where, you know, builder-wise, I tend to fail at this. See, we do have the stone color we can go with, but like I said, you know, right against the glass, I don't know, it seems to be working out okay here. The other thing I was thinking about was to use the warped or the prismarine. But I think it's just too similar a color. At least the warped is kind of the warp is, you know, more intense looking than this. So there is that to it, right? But we do, you know, I didn't think too much past this point. We do need another block for that palette. So what do we have in the... One thing we can think of is what would Jeb do, right? But what is in the trial chambers? It's mostly copper, and I think it's stone, right? Oh, look at him up there, he's so cute. Let's just try the stone up there. We'll see what it looks like. I should have some over here. You know, I'm tempted to think of something. Oh, well, what? No, 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 no. No, we know what to do. It's tough, people. That's what we need. That's what we need. It has that slight greenish tinge to it, and I brought some with me. Look at this. That's what's on the inside of the trial chambers, is the tuff. Yeah, all right. We'll replace this with some tuff. We'll leave it copper where it sits on the arch, but where it's extended over the glass here, we'll use the tuff. And the tuff is the brick that we'll use, the block that we'll use to offset this. It's coming back to me. My plan is coming back to me now. It's difficult, you know, where we have actually 3 different streams. Baby Zombie Rush, Generation 5 Survival, and Buffooncraft. And keeping my plans straight between all 3 of them is challenging sometimes. All right, I think we need a little bit more tuff, though. Well, I do have some right here. All right, so let's make some tuff stairs. Let's make about a half a stack for right now. you know, just in case things don't work out. One of the other things we can do is sometimes I like to mix in some mossy stone with the tuff, you know, just to add some texture. I can do that over there, actually, instead of laying down more dirt that we're going to have to clean up later. So I'm thinking we can just, yeah, I'm liking this already. I'm thinking we could just do something like that. Yeah, I think that's going to work out. I think that's going to work out well. Really, I do. And I think I'm just going to go right up that arch with these and make them look like roofing tiles or something like that. Yeah, I might do that. In fact, if I do this right, I'm wondering if I should stagger them inward and give a little bit of depth. Well, let's try it. This is what I'm talking about. This is of what I speak. Whoa, that was a pretty aggressive pitch. Why, buddy? Why? So I'm thinking, Bob, please, just, you know, hands, if you could just do the thing, that'd be great. Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking we just proceed across with some slabs, and then like right here, we might do something. Do something a bit like this. And we can do slabs here. Let me show you what I'm thinking there. And we'll see what kind of depth that we can get there. You know what? We can make a lot of slabs, so let's kind of chill with the slabs a little bit. I'm thinking something like this. And then we may frame this on either side with the copper slabs along the edges, but for now, let's just string these across like that. And then the same thing down here. Like this. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe we don't put slabs there on that part. We kind of let that stick out, and we kind of let this stick out here, and that stick out there, and it'll bring a little difference of depth. So yeah, when you get on the angle like this, you can do I have logical zoom? No, I don't. I thought I loaded that up. It's probably not ready yet for 1.21.6. I can use my spyglass, though, when I get back over here. But I'm thinking something like that. So you know what? For right now, I'm probably just going to turn right around a little bit later on and just completely undo that. But for now, it's going to stay like that. We'll extend the slabs maybe right across the top. Can I do that? Whoa, that was close. Yeah, maybe right across the top. Maybe. I'm also thinking maybe we'll do some glass here, like a skylight here, but then again, you know, the dome is going to go here too, and I haven't worked that out yet. So let's just kind of chill a little bit. Let's work the other side here and get this into place so we can at least maintain the semblance of progress. I went and did something like that. Now, I think I went along and I put the copper stairs there. I might take those away. I've probably said it 4 times in the stream at least already, but I just love Gaston just flying around there, hovering around in the background. I just love it. I love it. I think I like him on the roof better because I can see him from all over the island. Again, you know, I think I like that better. I do. All right, let's do this. Do I have more slabs? Because I definitely should. Yeah, so something like that. And then, oh yeah, I did this, right? And then I did that. And I kind of like the difference between these two here. So I am going to go back over here and do a little bit of that. That may be a tad aggressive, but I don't know. And I'm thinking of putting something right across the top here, but for now, nah. Like I'm thinking of just putting glass in here and making this a skylight, but yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, I do like this a lot. Okay, this is a good sign. This is the sign of progress, people. It's sad. I know it's just a little glass, a little bit of copper. But you know what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. We could do something. We could do something like something like, see how they're a little bit off? I think that's, yeah, I don't want things to be perfectly symmetrical. Then we could do a similar thing over here. Like that. Do something like that over here. You know, just to break things up and make things look a little different. We still have that like gradient of oxidation there, but you know, it's not identical on either side, so that kind of breaks things up a little bit. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay, so I think this roof is going to do. I do want to make some mossy stone stairs and slabs and bricks. So I do want to do that kind of stuff. I could do that off camera though. But we're definitely going to need some features in here. And what I'm thinking because this also has to drop down as well. Right. All right, let's do our sleeping. Now we're going to have to work something out in between here. This goes from 5 blocks down to 3 blocks across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it depends on maybe maybe we can do something like this. Let's get over here. This is what I'm thinking of here. Do I have dirt with me? Yes, good. Dirt. All right. So I'm thinking. No, not upside down. Please, hands, please. Just if you could do the thing. Now, not quite that aggressive, Thunder. Please. So I was thinking something like this. Either we have 3 at this level, 2 at this level, and then I'm thinking 2 at that level. Something like this. To kind of to slope this down like this on either side. Let's see what kind of effect that has. Oh, that was a good pitch. You know, that's not so bad looking. I'm thinking it's a little bit lower looking over here. That's probably a little too much, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, should we go with the diorite and the calcite? Should we go with diorite and calcite? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking not. What I don't want to do is continue these columns up like this. That's a little too much. I'm not 100% certain what to do here, but I know I'm not doing that. As I often say about things, choices I need to make at this stage of my life, I don't know what I want to do, but I definitely don't know what I don't want to do. Can I apply these from back here? No, I can't. All right. We'll just do this up there. Yeah, I like this. I'm not entirely certain what to do in these transition areas yet. And again, that I just may turn right around and undo that when I start working some sort of dome feature into this. think I can do this from the other side now. Like this. And I can just come on over to here. Thinking maybe like that. And that. All right. We're getting better. Starting to look like we know how to build. All right, so I'm thinking something like that, right? Yeah. Now the challenge will be to bring this back in some sort of meaningful kind of way. But we do need another kind of palette block for that. Let's see what I brought up with me here. Lots of diorite or jungle wood. I still have lots of calcite. I have the basalt, a little too dark, I think. You know, I really don't think I should be over here with the calcite and the diorite and stuff. I think I've done enough of that down below. So either some kind of wood. Jungle wood would be very obvious. We could go with a pale oak. But pale oak being very white. I'm not sure. And it's the pale oak also has a kind of purpley, pinkish tinge to it. The cherry wood has a very prominent pinkish tinge to it. Hey, I'd like to welcome on in Cyclopsalops. How you doing there, Psych? Welcome on in. Everyone notice above the shout out there for the one and only fellow collaborator and streamer, Cyclopsalops. Doing great. How about you? I am doing awesome. Thank you. Thunderhand family is home from Taiwan. They've been home for about a week now. We just registered Kachi for school today. Hence the later stream. How about yourself? What you been up to over there on the continent, sir? See, we need to come up with another palette, a block palette kind of look there. And I really need it to be something that we can make walls and stairs and slabs and stuff out of. So we're talking about some kind of wood or stone, right? Like maybe, I cringe at the thought, but maybe granite? Because granite's already that kind of reddish orange kind of color, maybe. Honestly, I haven't been up to much. Okay, that's fine. I want to start focusing on school tomorrow and maybe crocheting some stuff. Kachi's school starts next week on Tuesday. He's got a little bit of time. Kachi's school is outside of our school district, so the schools in our district have already started. So the traffic is already started to pick up around the neighborhood. But he's in the next school district over from us, actually about 2 districts over from us. So his doesn't start until next week. You know, when I can't make up my mind over something like this, one thing I do allow myself to do on my survival world is I'll temporarily go into creative mode just so I can look at the block palette So let's do that. Oh, I actually can't do that. All right. Because I haven't set that in the server yet. But we can do that. Let's just do that right now. So I'll switch over into here for a moment. And the other display, I'll open up the control panel for the server. There we go. All right. I'm going to log off of said server. And again, a lot of this is just catching up from updating to 1.21.6. I'm behind on quite a bit of that stuff. Let's shut down the server here for a moment. This shouldn't it shouldn't take that long. All right. Game mode defines gameplay, survival, hard, whitelist, level name, level C. Enable Archon, enable commands. Enable command blocks. I'm going to need that for Baby Zombie Rush. Spawn animals, spawn monsters, spawn NPC. Generate structures on PvP, on, definitely. Online mode, view distance, max players, max build height. Level type. Server name. I thought that there was just a enable cheats thing on the server. Now, I can put the code in. Oh, grant myself operator status. That's right. That's what I probably haven't done. But I should have done that in my console though. Plugins, backups, access control. Let's see. Here we go. I think that should do it. It should just be OP and then my name in the console. My screen name. Let's just try that. I forget whether we have to do the slash or not now. Let me see. I think the server has to be running. Let me see. I'm going to meet some people at the youth club on Friday. Okay, cool. Beat up thing, looking forward to it. All right. Cool. Oh, also my best friend and I are going into this semester of school with a grade average difference of 0.05. Okay. I'm looking to keep my 2 semester streak of being the smart friend. This. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's see if that helps me out over here. Okay, this is on another display, but when I pull things up, I'll show you what's going on. Cyclopsalops being the smart friend. What does that make Pleasant Player then? I know he's not at your school. I know you guys are on different continents. What does that make me then? The old friend. What was your GPA? I guess the last time I had a GPA was at university. I think I ended up graduating with in our system. Our system for GPA calculation might be a little different than yours, but I think I wound up graduating with a 3.6. Yeah, yeah, it is. Well, considering I was 40 years old at the time and I didn't have a background in math and I had an extremely needy Mrs. Thunderhand. I'm not going to say she actively sabotaged me, but it could have been a lot easier. And they're competing with all the young 20-something geniuses. And there I am, factory worker, artist, and musician. Let me see. Yeah, over here you don't get A's and B's. You get 1 through 6. Okay. So I got to do a quick calculation. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see if I can do this now. Yeah, here we go. So I usually do that, so I can just look at the block palette. I can just scroll through and then see acacia, the stripped acacia, I think it's a little too strong. But it's really like the stone variants I want to look at because I want to be able to use walls. I think cobble is a little extreme. Oh, deep slate might be something, deep slate might do it. I think blackstone's a little bit too tough, but deep slate might be there, people. I think brick is, oh my God, no, not the resin. That's a little too much. Sandstone, we have sandstone next door, so I want to set it apart. Prismarine, yeah, prismarine, we also have that next door. I want to set it apart. Blackstone's a little extreme. Yeah, endstone and the purple, nah. Copper, we're already doing copper. I'm thinking the deep slate might do it. 3.4, nice. Sir, please do your best to maintain that. I'm sure that's your plan anyway, but let's get this. Let's get this. We'll pull this out of here. Let's just make this our Cooper bits, shall we? And and then we'll focus on putting this other stuff in here, and we'll start swapping this out. Yeah, so we have a little inventory management we need to do here. Then we'll come on back up here with a what is that? Over here? Oh, that's a full house in there. How about if we take a little copper out? We can switch some of this stuff out here. I have a little bit of dirt over here. Maybe I can do something with this. Yeah, free up some space. Jungle wood should get out of there. And head on over into here. No. Yes. Do that. We've got quite a bit of room over here for stuff. Looks like we have some glassiness there. To do is get that copper out of there and move the copper back over here, but I don't think I have enough room here for this. Yeah, that's a full house right there. Okay, we'll put this over here for now. Let's get that out of there. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's drop off this stuff here. One of the other things I can do here is I can get rid of that scaffolding and clear out a space there. Oh, I'm still in.
What?
Yeah. What am I doing? I'm still in creative mode. Oh, hey, thanks. I should be over here, right? Thank you, sir. It's down from last semester, though. Oh, unacceptable. Okay. All right, so what I'm thinking is I get rid of that one. That's the copy. And I get back over into survival mode where I'm supposed to be. And we do this. And we do this. Okay, now this is better. This is better. All right, let's pack this stuff up. We'll go load up some deep slate. And we'll see what that's going to look like in the palette. How am I doing for time? I have 6 minutes left. I love this place. I keep saying that, but I really do. I need that inventory sort data pack on here. I desperately need that. I'm going nuts without it. Something I can swap out here. So I can get 2 more pieces of calcite. Yeah, I can do this. Can I fit all of this diorite? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I can't. So let's try to keep this diorite together. If we can. Yeah, we can get it all in here. Done. We'll just dump that sandstone over there. The stone brick slab, I think the main issue I had was that grades get rounded twice. Oh, once for your final grade, and then again for your average. Yeah, I can't really say if that's true or not. I'm not in their grading system, so I'm not really sure about that. In maths, it makes no sense to round until the end of the problem. um, you know, you're not entirely wrong. There's also in statistics, when you're dealing with things like that, taking averages of averages is also often not a good thing. In some instances, it's okay. I wouldn't, as math department chair, I would not do that in our math grades, but yeah. But it doesn't matter because once it gets to the principal, at least that's the way it was in our small private school. He just did whatever he wanted with grades. Yeah, it was awful. Talk about corrupt. A bunch of my grades were rounded down because I just missed out on the cut for a round. Yeah, they do. I ran the numbers, yeah. Plus, there were certain times, too, depending on what the standard deviation for the grades looks like, where you might not want to use the arithmetic mean there. In other words, adding up all the numbers and divided by number of numbers. You might want to use the geometric mean. Might be a little bit better. And so, but, math department knows that. The other departments aren't quite so aware of that. Not too many administrators are aware of that at all. So, math department for our school, always right on top of that stuff. We're the leaders. Yeah, I'm just annoyed that the grades get rounded to the nearest point. Yeah. Especially when you work so hard for it, right? I mean, there's some students work a lot harder than other students are for whatever their various reasons are. Sometimes it's legit, sometimes it's not, right? But when you work really, really hard for that and then you see your grade scaled down like that, that's pretty depressing. If you get a bunch of 5.2s, you'll be treated completely different from people who get 5.3s, sometimes even a fraction of a point. I've seen that. I've seen it. Ain't gonna lie. So it's things like that. I understand it's not a perfect world. I understand, as, me being an administrator, even though I was mostly discipline. I wasn't, policy as far as grading and stuff like that. But grading, I did get quite a bit of that in with my being a department chair, grading policies and stuff. But ultimately, the principal just did whatever he wanted to do with that. And sometimes, you know the students. In a small school like ours, I knew all of the students. And sometimes it was particularly depressing with that kind of corruption. It really was. Let's bring some more deep slate into the fold here. There we go, like that. Low-key, a bit of running loose with the rules I can allow. Not when it's used against students, though. Yeah, and again, there's always, it can't always be fair, and that sucks, right? There are some times where you've got to do what you got to do, and I understand that things need to get done. But it doesn't mean I have to like it. Especially when I see a lot of favoritism, like the corruption kind of stuff, where you could be fair if you wanted to, and you're just not being fair because you're a jerk. I've seen a lot of that. Not gonna lie. Let's do... this kind of thing. Okay, here we go. I think we're in pretty good shape now. Let's do this. I see my pals out there in the rain. Let's go see if we can help them out here a little bit. The rule for absence here is that you have 14 days to excuse them. I'm not sure how many days I used to have for a policy for that. I had an absent that wasn't recorded until the weekend of the report cards being printed. My teacher saw it as unfair and just deleted it. Nice. Look at this. This is so cool, just being able to glide on in like that. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe deep slate, tough, and copper. So let's do this. Let's just get on over here. We'll do this. We'll make some deep slate wall units. We'll just throw them up there. And let's see what they look like. And I may not wind up using this quite like this. But let's just toss these into place like this first. And so we can just look at the color scheme. Let's see that gap there. We're going to have to do something about that, right? But let's just do that. Now let's go over and let's just look at the colors. Let's just look at the palette. And let's see. Yeah, see, I'm thinking this is a pretty good transition, right? It's almost as dark as the basalt. I'm not quite certain about the brick pattern, though. So maybe we try the tiles. Did you see that Minecraft is adding shelves to the game? Oh, did I ever. I think that's the closest thing to vertical slabs we're probably ever going to get, right? Let's try the tiles. Let's see if the tiles give us a better pattern. I think they're going to. Plus, the tiles are just a little bit darker, but not quite as dark as Blackstone. And the pattern's a little bit tighter, so maybe it'll give us a little bit more contrast. That's what I'm thinking. I think already I'm digging it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Especially because you can use a redstone. Yes, yes. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking this is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking this pattern's probably a little too tight with the tough. Because you have the tough brick pattern and then you have the deep slate brick pattern, and I think there's not enough contrast between the two of them. But the tiles, yeah. Oh, I just thought of an idea. We can add a little depth to this. Oh yeah, check this out. Check it out. What if now? Right. Now this might be the worst idea of the stream, but just now bear with me. Again, we'll have to do something about that. But I'm thinking, you know what we should do about that? We should do something like this. Okay, calm down, Elytra Wings. Calm down. Just do me a favor and just chill for a moment. Oh, okay, so we're also at the end of the stream, but I do just want to rough out this idea and have a look at it. So we can go over stream a little bit here by a few minutes. Right, and then bring this down like this. Yeah. All right. Let's see what this does. Does look a bit more dismal than I wanted it to look, but I'm thinking that something like that. Or it figures now that the stream's over, now the ideas are starting to flow. Or check this out. Check this out. What if now? You know what I'm saying? A little too much, you think? I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it looks cool. You know what? Let's just proceed. And if we get a better idea, we'll just go with that. So if I do this right, um, because we need a thumbnail, right? Now I got to remember, don't hit him with the snowball, Thunder. No, 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 no. Hey, come on, get with the. Yeah. There we go. Ready? Got him. Okay, we're good. Let's do something like this. Let's get off to the side so we can get the main features in. We'll do something like this, and we'll F5 this. Maybe a bit like that. Maybe a bit like that. Something like that. Okay. I think that will make for a decent looking thumbnail. Even though I haven't been processing my VODs with my thumbnails in quite some time. I do got to get back to that. I don't know why I stopped doing that. All right, let's wrap things up here. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. I'll check into the hotel room here. So I'm going to have to do something about this now. But that's not a problem. Did I pass level 1? Yeah, that's the lobby. Here we go. Like this. We'll do our sleeping thing. Like that. Okay, so yeah, I think that's going to be, yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to do it, people. I really, really am digging that. Wow, the Chamber of Commerce is going to be finished after all these years. It's going to get its top level. And those poor suckers down there are going to have a decent place to live finally. All right, enough. Let's log off. All right, so Generations 5 Survival World. We've picked out a basic structural shape. We've got ourselves a decent looking block palette. That's pretty cool. Also, I loaded most of the mods on there that we need. Tweaked a couple as we went throughout the stream, but we got there. So I like it. All in all, I feel that's a successful stream. Was fun checking it. Hey, it's always fun having you here, Psych. Always appreciate it. Good luck in school tomorrow. And let's see if there's anyone to whom we can raid out. I believe our friend Lone Star may still be streaming. Let me check. Indeed, he is. And you know who else is streaming? The Mighty Kumakwa. And you know what? I streamed Lone the last time, so let's stream Kuma this time. The old Potu himself. The fantastically mediocre one. Let us do that. Raid time, indeed. And for some reason, our raids are not, haven't been going through lately. Okay, there is the raid message in the chat. And you can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us along on this raid. Let's set up the raid itself. There we go. And the raid for our good friend, fellow co-streamer, all around fantastically mediocre guy himself. Kumakwa is underway. Family-friendly viewers, just a heads up that the stream is intended for mature audiences. There's a little bit of language and some shenanigans, but Kumakwa is very, very cool. We have a lot of shared community, so chances are there are people there that you will know. Have a good night. You too, Psych. Have a good night. Just remember that we do this generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today was a little bit later, but typically from noon to 2. And our next stream will be Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. And I have such cool stuff to show you on Buffooncraft. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. And then the stream following that will be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That should be Kachi time. Kachi was severely jet lagged last Sunday, and I was expecting him to be. So we weren't able to stream, but we will stream this Sunday, and it'll be very cool to see what he has planned for us on his first return stream. Very well. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time, raiding out to Kumakwa right now. Bye for now, everyone.